Doctor has ordered 500 milligrams of a drug. So this is what we need to give, we want to give to the patient. Then 250 milligram tablets are supplied. So this is what we have available. And we could just interpret it as being 250 milligram of the drug in one tablet, 250 milligrams per tablet. So we could say 250 milligrams per each one tablet, just so that we see the two quantities here, 250 milligrams, one tablet, and the 50 milligrams that is required. So this is a ratio box problem because we have two quantities that are connected as a ratio, the 250 milligrams per tablet, per one tablet, and we have a third quantity that is connecting with those. It matches one of those. The milligrams here matches with the milligrams there. So first thing we do, we draw this box, just very simple. We don't even need to use a ruler for that. We have 4 spaces. We start by entering this ratio into the box like a fraction, 250 milligrams. I suggest you do write the unit inside that space with the quantity per one tablet. So just like a fraction, 200 milligrams over one tablet. So that piece of information now has been used. What we need to do now is find a place for that 500 milligrams. Because this box is all about proportions and relationships, we must make sure the 500 milligrams sits next to the 250 milligrams because we are actually matching the units here. So now all we need to do is find what's happening in that last space. So before we do the calculation, we could simply look at this box and try to estimate the answer, or even try to visualize the answer doing a mental calculation. So let's see. Starting here with the 250, what happens? That quantity goes to 500 milligrams, so it goes up. So we are actually getting more. So that means, what happened? 250, 500. It's twice as big. So we actually could say we actually doubled. We multiplied the 250 by 2. So because it's all about proportions here, we have to keep the proportion. The same would need to happen with the tablets. If we had one tablet and we have to follow the same proportion as what happened to the milligrams, we also need to double this. So that means the answer would be 2 tablets. 2 times 1, 2 tablets. But let's now see if this was harder to visualize. We can even write it here. 2 tablets should be our answer. So this is just like doing it in our heads. But if we really wanted to do it all in writing, what we are always going to do is going to look for the diagonals. So there is one diagonal here, diagonal of that gray box, and there is one diagonal here, another diagonal. The one we are interested in is the one that contains these two quantities, 1 and 500. So what we're going to do is multiply those numbers in the diagonal, 1 times 500, and divide by the third number in the box there, 250. We could use a calculator, but let's try to do the calcs in our heads first. 1 times 500 will be 500. And now we could even just say, we can see the answer straight away, but we could even Cancel zeros, divide both by 10. So we have now 50 over 25. And all we are actually asking ourselves is, how many 25s do we have in 50? 50 divided by 25. And the answer should be 2. We look in the box. That part of the box that we needed to calculate needs to match with tablets. So final answer, 2 tablets.